Hey again, it's Andy. I'm over at old Old Glory Tattoo. I forgot. I know Matt Wheeler. We mentioned this before. Maybe the best tattoo artist on the planet. We've discussed this before, and so we're here talking about. We talked about that we had a couple. Actually, he had a couple ideas that we were going to go with the whole arm sleeve. The whole side was going to be all dog. And maybe move my arm so that the dog would like growl and snarl and bite. But we decided to trash that idea, right, Matt?
Yeah, we're going to redo what he has. We're going to fix and refurbish and bring back to life and give proper credit to what we're doing, which is the dog, which, from what I understand, is a very important part of what you do. Am I right?
I love how I put him on the spot there. And yes, if you guys want to hear the story, if you want to read the story, just go to falcodogtraining.com and go into the blog section. And if you go to the top and look at the right, you'll see blog. Click on that. You'll hear the story of how my police dog saved my life on that very night with the guy with the gun that was hiding behind the door. But you'll read the story. So this is a very significant day for me. My daughter's with me. She's behind the camera. She's now 22. She was about 5 years old when I first had this tattoo done, which is now faded and not so great. And I promise you, at the time, it seemed like it was really good. But based on what I'm hearing, it probably could have been done better. And so we're here in Placentia, California at Old Glory Tattoo.
Old Glory.
I'm reading it backwards back there. Old Glory Tattoo. What's the address here? 337? 337?
No, it's not. My old one. Yeah, neither one of us know where we're at.
We're in Placentia, California. Old Glory Tattoo.
Yeah, we're at
on Yorba Linda Ave.
909 East Yorba Linda.
909 East Yorba Linda Boulevard in Placentia, right next to Kelly's Corner. So if you know where Kelly's Corner is, you'll find it. But I understand you have quite the following. I did some research on you and talked to a few people, and you have some famous people that have come here, some bands that come here. So you are not a slouch in the tattoo business.
Well, I've been doing it almost just shy of 20 years now. Yeah. And I've stayed put, and that's probably why I've got the following I do, I suppose. So I'm tattooed everyone from Jason Freeze, from Green Day to A Day to Remember, all those guys from A Day to Remember. But, you know, some people that are heroes of mine that you probably never heard of. But honestly, I'm drawing a blank right now. But they're usually local heroes of mine, musicians and so forth. And but just having the clientele that I do, that's all strictly referral, to me, that's success. Yep. And so I'm now tattooing kids of clients that I had almost 20 years ago, and to me that's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, but to have that sort of trust and have parents say, no, you only go to Matt for your tattoos. We went to him years ago and we only trust him, and so that to me is a success, and just being referred every day shows me I'm doing something correct. So
awesome. Well, it kind of scared me in the beginning when you said you've tattooed kids.
They're 18 now, but they were kids. They were kids when they first came in. They were just little 3 or 4 year olds running around the shop, you know, way back in the day. And now they're 18, 19, and they're getting their first tattoos. I just tattooed my son, who just turned 18, who's obsessed with the idea of tattoos, and he's got a couple now. And I was smart to give him a couple out of the gate, and so now he wants all the tattoos. And it gives me the chance to just dangle that carrot, and I get what I want, and he gets what he wants, and so we've got that now, that parental balance going. Yeah. After he turns 18, I still have the reins, so right. Not too bad.
Well, that's pretty awesome, because I'm trying to tell my daughter not to get tattoos.
I've raised kids. You know, I've put food on the table for 20 years with tattooing, and I can't tell them no. I can only tell them that there's a right way and a wrong way to do things, and he's been nothing but an amazing kid growing up, and he's made smart choices, and he knows where he wants and what looks cool, and where it's not good to get it, and it's never been a question of that. So I can't tell him no. I can only tell him that there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. So
That's fantastic. I love that story. Although this is on a dog training Facebook page, I think there's something to be learned about everything that we talk about. We talk about dog training being just like raising kids, about training children and that kind of stuff. And it really is about that story. It's about that connection. And I'm proud of my daughter, even though I don't want her to wear tattoos. She works at Kreiser's pet store. You imagine that my daughter works at a pet store or a pet food industry, and we're and she does makeup at Sephora. So, hey, can you look and just see if there's anybody commenting? I probably not, but just in case there's somebody commenting, what are they saying? Yeah, we're live. We're live on a few formats over there, and so I'm not sure that Matt's ever worked on such a massive canvas before. So this may be unusual for him to work on such a large canvas. So, what are we going to do first, Matt?
First things first, I got to get you turned around. I have to be able to see the arm. Yeah. Move this over here. So we are going to stand here.
All right, we're going to get over here so people can see.
I can probably move this to where you got a little bit of it over there.
Yep. No, over here on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Over here. So we're going to end up going down here in just a little bit. We'll come back when the nitty-gritty starts to happen. But let's just kind of talk through what we're going to do for the time being.
All right. So we have Falco here, and honestly, there's not much I can do in order to we can't get any worse. So that is a blessing to me. Sometimes that works in my favor. So anything that I do here is going to be a plus. You know, and it's not terrible. Clearly, it's a dog. I know it's a dog, and clearly it looks like a canine to me. So now I'm just going to draw on you a bit, and by using the photos you have, and sort of get some of those markings and stuff that makes it recognizable to you. Right, and then I'm going to start drawing around it and see what we can do as far as a little background.
So is this an unusual process that I'm taking with you, that I'm just going to trust you to do whatever it is, as opposed to when I had this done the first time, he actually showed me a picture and what he was going to do. Only because I've asked people about you and that kind of stuff, do I have the faith that you're going to do the right thing.
I hope my work, I hope, stands by itself, and that's the only way I can tell people, you trust my work, you see what I do. I have a consistent portfolio that shows years and years of work. And so yeah, I mean, me drawing a better dog to put on top of this dog, it just doesn't make sense. So this is all 20 years of experience of art background and just using what's here in order to make it look better. But you'll see a good idea of what it's going to look like before we get started. But like I said, it can only go up.
Okay. All right, what I would like to do right now is that we're going to take a little break here. I can see myself in the mirror. We're going to take a little break. You can see what it looks like now. We're going to allow the artist to do his work, and then we'll come back and kind of show you what we're going to do right before we get started to actually apply the needle to my massive platform here. All right, Courtney, go ahead and push stop, which is on the lower right-hand corner, and we'll see you guys when we get back. All right, talk to you later.